In my skin, cozy, ooh, cozy, cozy. They love me, they want me. Excuse me while I reminisce on Beyonce and Renaissance. But that's not what we're here to talk about, you guys. I want to talk about the fact of I accidentally became a book nerd, like a reader. Like, I actually like reading, which I never thought in a million years that actually would be a thing for me. But when I tell you, this year in 2023, I have read 13 books. That is more books than I have read in the last 10 years of my life, which is insane. I kid you not. I couldn't tell you the last time I actually finished a series. I just finished a series I just completed earlier this week, which is insane. I think the last series I fully read was probably like Twilight, which is really aging me at this point. But I love reading now, and honestly, I feel like it's because of my Kindle. I'm a Kindle girly through and through, and yeah, I think you should get a Kindle too, because if you're looking to kind of grow your reading range, to discover new things that you may like, I found out what I like, what I don't like, but the Kindle has stepped up the game. I feel like I can speed read. I feel like I can literally do anything. I am invincible because I can finish a book in a day. Like, kid you not. And if you would have asked me like a year ago, I would be like, you're kidding. Never would I have done that. But guess what? It's actually happening, and I did it. So let's take a tour of my Kindle and see what books I've actually read this year. So this is my Kindle. Say hi, Kindle. I added, of course, stickers on the back to make it fancy. I've added stuff that kind of speaks to me. Author and his caffeine addiction. That's me. We have Brandy Cinderella. We also have I'm taking the dog, you dumbass, from Legally Blonde. Good old Jennifer Coolidge. But we also have, you know, my neck, my back, my anxiety attack. And 10 bonus points to anybody who knows where this quote is from. It's, but mostly I hate the way I don't hate you. Even, not even close, not even a little bit, not even at all. Cat. If you tell me where that's from, we're best friends, because it's literally one of my favorite movies of all time. Also have Monet Exchange on my back of my Kindle as well. You know, Miss Soak It Up. Sponge. Emotional Support Kindle. And I have like this nice little like soft S in the back of it too, of course. And I have my removable pop socket, which honestly is a game changer, because I used to hate because when my pop socket got in the way, but when I realized you can get like a removable one that's magnetic, changed the game. Currently on my Kindle, I'm reading What If I Love You by Yvonne Marie. I'm probably like in the 4th chapter of this book. I haven't really kind of gotten into it yet, but so far so good. It's a short read. It's only like 100 and something pages. One thing that I found that helps me when I'm reading books is that if I finish a really hefty book, this one is pretty long, to kind of build my morale, I'll read a shorter book after I complete that one, just to kind of know that, hey, like, you're not crazy, you're still doing good, just keep reading. And that's what I did. I of course have Kindle Unlimited, so I have tons and tons of choices of books to read when I do finish another one, so that's very exciting. Actually, the series I just finished was actually on Kindle Unlimited. It's Things That We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, which is lovely. I love the book. I love the 2nd and 3rd book in the series even more. I love her as a writer. The 1st book was giving me like, oh my gosh, damsel in distress type situation, but the 2nd and 3rd kind of stepped it up. I liked it a lot. I love the characters, and I love that you got to know a little bit more about each character in every book that you got deeper into it. And it's 3 books in the series. The 3rd book, what's the 3rd book called? Now I forgot, and I just finished it. Don't judge me. The 3rd book is Things That We Left Behind. That book actually is the last one in the series, but it's the most recent one that just came out, and it's so good. I love it. It was kind of sad in the beginning, but like once you get past like the sad part, it really does like pick up, and it's really nice, and I loved it. So of course I have to keep track of what books that I do read on my Kindle. Since I do have Kindle Unlimited, I do return my books when it's done. So I keep track of my books that I read under my iPad through my reading journal that I have. I've read several options. Let's see if we can look at these. I had to turn my tent down. So these are 12, that's 13. Look at those 13 books. And this is number 14. Ah! We're killing the game. So I started off the year kind of slow. I did read How We Heal by Alexandria L, which is a wonderful, wonderful book. If you are going through a transitional period in your life, please read it. It is a shorter read, but it's definitely something that's impactful, and you would definitely highlight the heck out of the book as you're reading it. I'm also a type of person who loves to read like self-help books. So I read Embrace Your Almost by Jordan Lee Dooley. I'm sorry. It was kind of mid. I've read better self-help books. It was okay. It's basically, it says find, clarify, and contentment, and the in-betweens, not quites, and unknowns, which I feel like if you, depending on where you are in life, that would kind of help you a little bit more compared to the other one. But you know, it's just kind of up to you. After that one, I started back strong, and I did Things We Never Got Over. That was the first book in the series. My best friend recommended it to me. If you do like a little spice, it's just a little bit. It's not too much, but it's good. It's really, really good. I gave it 4 stars. Okay. The next book I finished after that was If the Shoe Fits. Let's say if you put The Bachelor meets the book that's the movie, the show is called like Dumpling or something like that, and it was like a plus size girl or something. I can't remember. All I know is it's a fat girl and she gets picked by the Bachelor, and that's basically her story. Very interesting. I could pass on that one. I gave it 4 stars though. I feel like it didn't deserve 4 stars, but anyway. My next book that I read was Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I did give this book 3 stars, which may be an unpopular opinion. It was a very good read. It was a fast read, but this is my opinion about that book. They didn't have to do all that. They was being extra. They didn't have to get a divorce. All they had to do was go to therapy in the first place, and they would have solved a lot more problems. But the fact they were so quick to divorce, if they were in Louisiana, let's just say they would have had to jump through a lot more hoops to get a divorce than as quick as they actually did. But they had a lot of issues that were unnecessary, and it was because of them. The worst book that I have read this year, not that, this is the next book. This book right here, it ends with us. The worst book I've read this year. First of all, why the heck do y'all hype this woman up? That book was nothing but abuse. It was nothing but abuse. Freaking trigger warning, people. Trigger warning. And I'm just sitting here reading this book like, y'all like this? What's going on? It makes me really question the ideas and thoughts that women have when they're actually like reading books like this. Like, it's like a fetish thing that y'all have. Like, I really want to know. If you need help, please let me know, because this is not okay. It is not natural. It is not okay. Not okay, sister. Colleen Hoover? No, ma'am. We are not playing this game with you. No, ma'am. Inappropriate. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. And I refuse to read any more Colleen Hoover books because of it. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. Okay, going on and continuing down the books that I've read. And the next one is more of a high school like tween book. I didn't realize that was a high school type-ish ages book until I read it, and I was just like, am I too old for this? And I think I was. But it was Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. It was a cute book, I will say that, but like I said, it's very high school. If you're not in high school, you wouldn't relate to it that much. After I finished that one, and I bought that book, and I was really kind of upset about it too. Anyway, after that one, I went back to Kindle Unlimited, and I picked up the second book in the series of Lucy Score, Things We Hide from the Light. This is about the brother in this second book. and you get to explore a little bit more in depth than the story that happened in the first one. Like, it's continuous, and I love it. Different characters, but it's the same characters you kind of get introduced to, but the focus switches. Love it. And I also like the 2 points of view. Also, in my journey of me reading, I found out that I don't do well with books who are not very clear in the beginning. I looked at this cover and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a good book." It's called Honey Girl. I hate the way it was written. I really do. I really, really do. I don't know what she had going on with her life. I gave it, what did I give it? I gave it 2 stars. I should have just gave it a 1 because I really did not like that book. And I was pulling teeth to like try to make myself like it, and it just was not working. I was on the struggle bus. The next book I've read after that, Redeemable Qualities. Then I tell you, it sparked my interests all over again. Now, if you like spice, I'll give this 2 peppers. No, yeah, I'll give it 2 peppers out of 5. It's just a little spicy, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. It is only for the week by Natasha Bishop. Y'all, when I tell you this book, it is a short read, but baby, you're gonna be on that book the whole day. You won't finish it in 1 sitting. I kid you not. It is so freaking good. I recommend it to everybody. If you love family drama, if you like chisme, if you like, you know, just chaos at weddings, this is it, okay? This is it. And it will make you feel so good. And the fact that there's so many characters in this book that gaslight the main character, you're like, what is wrong with you people? But 10 out of 10. Like, I really want to continue on. Actually, no, I don't. I think it was perfect the way it was, and it does not need a sequel. It was great. So if you want to read a really good, quick book on Kindle Unlimited, only for the week by Natasha Bishop, hit me with it. After I finished that one, I was continuing on in my Black author journey, and I went and found 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This book is good. It's different. It's good though. I will say that. It wasn't my favorite. I gave it 4 stars. It was good. This one, the next book I read after that one, it really got me. It hit me harder than expected. It's Holding Back the Years by Keisha Thompson. This book targets a lot of like geriatric care. It also targets a lot of like figuring out things, family trauma, family history, past issues, stuff like that. It's a lot of traumatic things. I wasn't ready for it, mainly because I do have my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, who is in geriatric care now. She's in hospice care because she has Alzheimer's. And so that's what this book, one of the main characters, happens to be within that realm. And it really hit me harder than expected. So past that point, it was okay book, but also it was kind of like, questionable. The characters, the main couple, questionable. But moving on until lucky number 13, Things We Left Behind by Lucy Square. This book literally came out in September. I finished it in a month because I was really, really busy with work, but it was so good. It was so satisfying. I'm happy I did continue and read the series and finished it. The 3rd book is amazing. I loved it every second. You get to see the growth with all the characters, and you get to see everybody reunited at the end. It is just so ushy gushy, and I love it. I love it. Spice level, probably like it's like a 2, maybe a 2.5, 3. It's a 3. It's a 3. Why am I lying? It's a 3. It's enemies to lovers type situation, and honestly, it was really good, really awesome. I'm going to finish the book that I'm reading now. That's on Kindle Unlimited. And then after that, I did have some book downloads that I did add to my library. So we're going to explore those. But as they come up, I would love to do a book review at the end of each one, because I am a book person now. Who would have thought? I would have never thought. But I really do love reading books, and I love discussing them. I'm pretty sure I'm a part of like 3 book clubs out of like all of the groups of friends that I'm in. And it's really fun to kind of like sit down and like have different thoughts and ideas. One of my really good friends who's reading the Lucy Square books with me, she finished the 3rd one before I did, and I had the idea that this woman, the main character in the book, was a black lady, and she didn't get that, but I got it. And the fact that that simple detail changes the whole perspective of the book and adds so much of a deeper layer to it, crazy. So we got to discuss that. That was super fun. Like, really loved every second of it. So come along with this book journey with me. Like I said, I'm 13 books in, on number 14. I'm probably gonna hit like 20 before the end of this year because I have a lot of break time for work. So I'm off like 10 days in November, and then I'm also off from like December 18th through January 1st. So I should be finishing a lot of books. My goal is to hit at least 18 books, 18 to 20 books before 2024. And then 2024, baby, it's 2 books a month. 24 books, that's the goal. I'm already past 12 books, so I'm satisfied. But if you want to come on this book journey with me, I like humbly invite you. Come on sisters, this is a safe space. If you like a little spice, but you like a little romance, maybe a little self-help, I got you, sis. Next year I'm going to kind of dive into like the marriage aspect of books and different things, because you know your girl's in her 30-year marriage. We learning, we growing together. I'm recommending some stuff to my husband. It's great. It's going to be fun. So come along with me on this book journey. I love books. I love reading. And who would have thought? Because I wouldn't have. And also, get you a Kindle. Literally. Black Friday sales coming up. Buy you one. Like, literally the best purchase of 2023. I kid you not, you will not regret it. Go buy you a Kindle and let's be friends. Y'all have a good one.